Hey guys, so today I wanted to show you a little project that I am doing with Dollar Tree products. Ooh, everybody acts surprised. And we just got back from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to show you a couple things that I picked up. I'm also going to be using some things that I have on hand. Don't mind my big pile of laundry here, just leaning on it. I'm also going to use some things that I already have on hand from the Dollar Tree. But I thought I'd show you what I got anyway. More craft storage boxes. I use these for, I'll show you what I use these for. These are so I can sort my glass beads. I love these glass beads. I have them in all sorts of colors. I have pink and blue right now, but I'm running low on the blue. So I'm doing a video. I picked up another blue. Okay. So I sort those out and keep them in here because these are just cheap plastic trays. As soon as you open them, the beads go everywhere. So that's why I go ahead and store them in these bins. And then I also use those bins to store my sequins. I use sequins for a lot of projects too. Love these. These are great to have for craft projects.
Bought this about 3 months ago.
He's not cute. These are always fun to have. I'm not using these today. I'm actually doing a large composition book. I don't have it in here though because it's out in the living room. But that's what I'm using for today's project. But these are just because I love making traveler's notebooks. So I got some of those. They have some of these tempera paints. Tempera, is that how you say it? Tempera, I don't know. Anyway, they had some colors of these. They didn't have, I would have loved to have found a white, but I didn't. So I got that bright neon one, and then I got this sparkly one. It's really pretty. And then I got some poster paints because I do want to use that white there. I needed some Mod Podge. Remember my last tutorial, I didn't have any, so I picked up some of that. And I got the matte finish because I really like the matte finish as opposed to the glossy. I guess it depends on what you're using it for, but for what I'm using it for today, I would have preferred the matte instead of the glossy. So I got a couple of those. Picked up some more sequins because I'm always running low on those because I use them for everything. And then, see what else I got. Hannah's got her stuff in here for her class. That's why I'm digging around because she's doing Valentine's Day goodie bags. So, all right, this is cornstarch baby powder. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to do a mixed media art journal. And when you're dealing with mixed media, a lot of people use like modeling clay and like what is it called? It's called texture paste. Well, I'm not going to Michael's and spending money on texture paste. So what I do is I add baby powder or baking soda to glue or Mod Podge and make it real thick and use that as my texture paste. I've done some other mixed media artwork that I'll show you before I start this project. I'll show you the other ones that I've done, and it's mostly all Dollar Tree products. So I think we're, oh, I got another color here of tempera paint. This I'm super excited about too. I've never seen these. Stencil wheel. So it's just got a whole bunch of different stencils that you spin like this, and these are great for texture, for adding the texture paste, because then you can add it in the stencil, you know what I mean? So that's going to be super fun to use. All right, let me go out and show you the artwork that I've done on canvases, but this time we're going to do it to a composition notebook, and we're going to make a mixed media art journal. All right, let me go show you. Okay, so here's some other artwork that I've done, mixed media on canvases. So it's called mixed media because you literally use a little bit of everything. and you just kind of throw things on there until you like the way that it looks. That's one of them. This is a Paris themed one in gold. The gold lettering, and they're all sealed with Mod Podge. All of them have a nice seal on them, so none of this stuff is going to come up.
This shit will be alright for all he wants, right?
Yeah, it'll be
I don't have
fine.
to put it away, do I?
No.
I'm gonna marinate it.
Yeah, it's fine. This is not Mod Podge down, but the glitter and everything is Mod Podged on it. I love the texture of doing mixed media artwork like this. Love all the different textures. And then this is probably one of my favorites. So they literally are layers of stickers and Mod Podge and napkins and clip art and glitter and gold and everything. I love it. I think they turn out super pretty. So anyway, now let's go ahead and do a composition notebook like that. So I'm starting out with this blank composition notebook, and I'm just putting this plastic bag behind it just so it doesn't get all over my paint board. And I am going to start with these poster paints. As you read when I was doing the unveiling, they're horrible. They suck. You'll see when I go to put them on. They have like no pigmentation to it at all, except for the blue one. So my final result came out a lot darker than I had intended it to, just because I intended to have a lot of white and just different color variations, but with this white not showing up at all, I had to do, you know, a lot of blue and purple because that's what held. So anyway, I am going to set this to music. I will pop in every now and then and tell you what I'm using on it. But mixed media is really a process of layering. So you're just layering different media. So I can use paper napkins, you can use tissue paper, you can use beads, you can use you know, modeling paste or texture paste. It's really just a free for all. You just layer until you like the outcome of things. And so you just keep on just putting scrapbook paper on top of paint mixed with different textures. And I always have like an idea of what I want to do. Like I was going to start this and I wanted to do a sea theme, which is why I was like, oh, okay, well the blue works. But then I ended up going for more of like a whimsical unicorn theme. So like I said, I'm going to set this to music and let you guys just kind of watch me create just to get some ideas.
So as I'm editing, obviously this next scene right here has some purple paint and some sparkly paint and some white paint that I didn't show you I put on, and some black paint. How about that? So I obviously thought I was recording and I wasn't. So that's really all I did. I took a balled up piece of paper and I put on some purple, some pink, some black, and some white, and I did dry in between a lot of these steps. So you saw me put on the tissue paper. Well, I did wait for that blue, most of it. I won't say I waited for all of it, but I did wait for most of the blue paint to dry. And so this is exactly what you're seeing me do here. That's exactly what I did with the other stuff. I also ripped up scrap pieces of paper and Mod Podge those on. I'm really sorry I didn't get that in. I thought I got the whole thing, but obviously I didn't. But again, you can't really go wrong. So ripping strips of paper or ripping pieces of paper and just Mod Podging them to the cover and letting them dry, and then covering them with paints or that texture paste. You'll see that, look at the texture paste turned out so pretty. I did let that dry before I started doing anything with it, and it turned out really, really pretty. And there I am just taking my fork and smearing some colors around. That's how I like to do mixed media, and that's how I think it turns out the prettiest. And as you can see, I got a little impatient here, so I busted out the hairdryer just to help things along. I'm just using that Aleene's tacky glue along with one of those stencils to put on some glue, and then I'm going to use the glass beads that I get at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going in there and sticking these on. Now at the end of this project, I didn't show you, but I do apply a layer of Mod Podge to seal everything in, and that helps everything stay, especially like these little glass beads, and I use sequins towards the end of it. So you do want to make sure that you use the Mod Podge very generously to seal all of this stuff, because you don't want your sequins falling off or these little glass beads falling off. also using some of this glitter glue that you buy at the Dollar Tree. Now, I didn't have very much of the glitter glue from the Dollar Tree, but I did have the stickles that I got at Michael's, so I will be using that just because that's what I had on hand. But the glitter glue from the Dollar Tree works just as well. Of course, stickles is a little bit more like pigmented with glitter. This glitter glue from the Dollar Tree, you really have to do a lot of layers to get it to show up. But I wanted gold, and I didn't have any gold from the Dollar Tree. So that's the stickles that you see. But I'm just going in and adding some hearts and some dots and some outlines to certain things. I love the way this project turned out. I hope that you guys are encouraged to go to the Dollar Tree and pick up some craft items from the Dollar Tree. Get yourself a composition book. See what you can make. See what you can create. It's a matter, like I said, of just layering different media, and when you get something that you like, then you stop. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe for more of these videos, and I will see you next time. Bye!